So hi, my name's Nick Johnson. I'm a dementia educator and trainer, and I work in Swansea Bay University Health Board. But as part of my private role, I've also been working with the Carer Centre around education of carers of people who are living with dementia. So my focus is on working with people to try and understand the behaviours that they see, the changes that they see in someone's personality and in their loved ones, and how to not necessarily manage that, but how to live with that in a way that suits both people. A lot of the carers that we first meet when they come into the centre, you know, they do look anxious, they do look reticent, they're not sure if this is the thing for them. And it's lovely to see over a few weeks how you can see the growth in confidence, but it just feels so good to, not only now is this person managing their own situation, but they're now finding the confidence to help others as well. I've been going into the Carer Centre now probably every couple of months and running a 6-week course, and you know, I find the work that the Carer Centre are doing is vital in supporting people who are living with dementia. But I find their approach really empathetic, considering the person. The guys aren't bound over by health and social care kind of limitations, so there's a real scope to investigate deeper issues, deeper personal issues as well. I've often seen people coming in, and they're coming in on week 1, and you know, these guys are anxious, they're concerned, they really don't know what to do. They can appear to be quite lost, and watching that transformation over a 6-week period and watching the confidence build. For me, as a professional, I have learned so much from the experiences I've shared with the carers, and I can't thank them enough for the things that they've taught me, because now I can take that back and I can use that in my day-to-day work to focus on things that really do matter to people.
My name is Linda Davis, this is my partner Ivrin. 4.5 years ago he was diagnosed with dementia. At the time the consultant said, don't worry, he said, there's plenty of help available, and you know, carry on like that. But unfortunately, because the medication they gave him at that time didn't work, they sort of crossed us off their books really and said, any problems, see your GP. Well, at that time then the pandemic came about, so we were totally on our own with no help or advice from anybody. The time went, and then it was about the beginning of the year, last year actually, when I went into the dementia hub in the quadrant to pick up some information leaflets. Since then we haven't looked back. We've had so much help and advice from Swansea carers. We go to the Cwtch every Thursday for a few hours, where we've made a lot of friends. We absolutely enjoy going every week. It's one of the highlights of the week, as well as talking to people in the same situation and helping each other out with advice, or just having, you know, a cuppa and a laugh. We've had help from Lucille and the staff. They've put me in charge with the care and repair people who have done some work outside my house to help with Ivrin's mobility problems. I've had the fire brigade here putting smoke alarms in and carbon monoxide alarms. I've just been very pleased with the work they've done, but as I say, without going into that hub at that first instance, I wouldn't have had any of this help and advice.
My name's Dorothy, and I'm a carer for my husband, Angus. He's been diagnosed with dementia and with Alzheimer's, so it's quite a hard thing to come to terms with. He's the loveliest man you could ever wish for, but I'm losing him. and I'm losing him bit by bit by bit, and that is very, very difficult to deal with. One of the biggest difficulties is isolation, because you're there on your own, and no matter how many people you've got around you, 24/7, you are totally on your own. You've got to make all the decisions for both of you. So you are ringing doctors, you're making appointments, you're collecting medication, you're making sure that the person is taking the medication that they need. You're doing the cleaning, you're doing the washing, you know, there may be, you're washing maybe more because of that person's incontinence or whatever. And you're doing all this in this little bubble that you're living in your own home. And alongside of that, you're almost grieving because you're losing that person, and that loss is magnified because of your isolation, because of you being on your own. It would be really nice sometimes just to have somebody to talk to. And I've found myself, particularly recently, because he's gone down a step recently. So particularly recently, I found myself picking the phone up and talking to my daughter's answering machine, because it's her voice, and because I can't talk to her during the day because obviously she's at work. Nobody to talk to sometimes is horrible, and it probably is one of the worst things. So one of the things that helps tremendously is being able to come to the carers centre, or to ring them if I can't get here. They are incredibly helpful in lots and lots of ways, and if you can find 5 minutes in your life just to ring them, they'll talk to you, they'll listen to you, and they will help you if you need it.
Hello everybody, my name's Frank. I'm a carer for my wife Anne. She has Alzheimer's, which is one form of dementia. It's quite serious with her now, but I've certainly found in all the places that I've been in both Edinburgh and in Swansea here, doing the caring role, and I've found that the carer centres are a wonderful source of help for people. They help in all sorts of ways. They can help with advice about financial affairs, as well as running events and outings for carers to give them some relief, give them some respite. And this is extremely valuable, because a lot of the information that carers use and get that's very useful actually comes from other carers. The ability to bring everybody together is invaluable, so that they can meet each other, they can mingle, and they can find out that they're not alone, because that's a very powerful message for anybody who's a carer. You're not alone in this. And certainly with Swansea Carer Centre, you are not alone. All you've got to do is approach them, and they'll take you on your journey, and I'm sure make it an awful lot better for you and for the person you care for. Swansea Carer Centre, please make use of it if you're a carer, and if you know somebody who's a carer, get them to make use of it. It's only by interacting with other carers and with the centre that you'll get some really good advice and some real help to help you on your journey. Good luck, take care everybody, bye for now.